When the iPhone 12 mini was first unveiled back in October 2020, my heart literally skipped a beat. An edge-to-edge bezel-less iPhone 5s was all I had ever wanted, and I could finally see that dream coming true. But now that the honeymoon period is long over, is the iPhone 12 mini a rational buy in 2022? I'm Rohan from TechieTechTech, and I've used the iPhone 12 mini extensively since launch. So let's find out if it's worth your money. Here we go.
Somewhere unseen. It got a little longer, so it seems.
The design of the entire iPhone 12 series was inspired from the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 5 with the flat metal edges paired with a flush flat front and back glass. But this inspiration becomes more apparent than ever with the iPhone 12 mini because even the size is very similar to the older models. It is no shocker that the iPhone 12 mini is the most compact mainstream smartphone that you can find in the market. It is also the best built compact phone you can find with aluminium rails sandwiched by Apple's ceramic shield glass front and back. The buttons and the mute slider are all top notch with great tactility and great feedback. It honestly feels like a small souvenir of luxury in your hand. To me, the iPhone 12 mini feels like the perfect lifestyle product. In a world of Pro Maxes and Ultras, the 12 mini seems perfect for carrying while you're out on a run, or for looking at your grocery list as your hands juggle between your phone and your shopping bags, or for even tapping and paying as you hurriedly grab your cup of coffee. As a person with larger than average hands who can easily handle large phablets, I still prefer the size of the 12 mini over any other smartphone form factor. Moving on, let's talk display. This is where the downside of that small size rears its ugly head. The display of the iPhone 12 mini is jokingly small compared to the norm today. It is still a brilliant panel with a crisp high resolution and Apple's Super Retina XDR technology, but that size, it is a potential deal breaker. See, you could go on and on about how you don't play games on your phone, or how you don't watch videos or don't look at pictures. But the thing is that I made these same arguments to myself when I initially bought this phone. The fact of the matter is though that a small display is objectively an inferior experience in today's world. Every post or every story that you look at on Instagram, you miss some details. Every time you send a text message, you have to put up with a cramped keyboard. The list just goes on and on and on. I took my time getting used to it and still felt a huge difference when I switched back to a larger phone. This is a big reason why I always urge people to please go hands-on with that display, get a proper feel for it, play around with it before you invest your money in the 12 or the 13 mini. However, what I wouldn't worry about is the performance. Apple phones have long been praised for their longevity, and the 12 mini is no different. The A14 chip under the hood makes sure that no matter what you throw at it, the iPhone 12 mini would never struggle to keep up. Because of bad thermals in a small size, I was initially skeptical of the phone's performance in high intensity usage, but all my fears were unfounded because the 12 mini can keep up just fine. I've been using the iPhone 12 mini on iOS 15 ever since it launched, and it runs as fluid and fast as I could possibly imagine. Apart from that, since Apple commits to 5 years of software support, buying a 12 mini now, more than a year into its life cycle, still seems like a better proposition than buying some more recently launched Android phones with comparatively questionable software support. Let's talk about the cameras now. The iPhone 12 mini sports a dual camera setup featuring a 12 megapixel f2.2 primary camera and a 12 megapixel f2.4 ultra wide. Please note that it has the same camera as the larger iPhone 12. Let's take a look at how it performs in 2022. As always, we'll talk about the photos first and then move on to the videos. The 12 mini takes bright and vivid pictures with a high dynamic range. Thanks to the A14 Bionic chip, the pictures look sharp even in challenging light conditions, and noise levels are comparatively low. Along the same lines, the iPhone 12 mini sports a 12 megapixel front camera that snaps rich selfies in almost all lighting conditions. You can check out our detailed camera review of the iPhone 12 mini here. Moving on to the videos, the iPhones have always been ahead of the competition when it comes to shooting videos on a smartphone. The iPhone 12 mini is no different. It can record videos in up to 4K at 60 fps from all the three cameras. Videos shot with the 12 mini are vivid, have accurate colors, and unmatched image stabilization. On top of that, the iPhone 12 mini also supports shooting and editing videos in Dolby Vision HDR. It is a game changer if you've got a Dolby Vision TV or a display. The videos look brighter and more true to life. To conclude, the iPhone 12 mini delivers an easy-to-use camera experience in a small form factor, although the small display takes some time to adjust as a viewfinder. Apart from that, the iPhone 12 mini has an excellent camera that is suitable for all kinds of users. Be it snapping pictures of pets or shooting a travel vlog, the iPhone 12 mini's camera delivers everything, that too in a small compact size. And now to touch up on perhaps one of the biggest drawbacks of the iPhone 12 mini, the battery life. Basic logic defines that smaller size means smaller battery pack means less endurance. And even though Apple tried really hard with several optimizations and power efficient hardware, the battery life on the iPhone 12 mini is still average at best. It's fine if you don't use your phone constantly since the standby time is pretty good, but if you have 6 to 7 hours of screen on time daily, then making it last a full day would be challenging even without heavy use. Of course, heavier use like gaming or constant navigation seeps the battery away, and if your usage is all about that, a portable charger whenever you go out is highly recommended. I feel like the 12 mini had noticeably better battery life on iOS 14, but to be fair, that could be just my phone's battery aging with time. If you love everything about the iPhone 12 mini but need better battery life, I would highly recommend stretching your budget to accommodate the iPhone 13 mini. And now for a few quick highlights before we conclude. The speakers, while teenier than the larger iPhones, are still pretty decent. Face ID works great on the 12 mini, and I don't really miss Touch ID unless I'm out wearing a mask. Call quality and reception is great, and the phone call experience just feels nicer when you hold this small phone next to your ear compared to a giant heavy slab. To conclude, the iPhone 12 mini, in my opinion, still makes for a solid buy in 2022. With various discounts and promotions, the iPhone 12 mini is now significantly cheaper, and I think it offers excellent value for money, especially when you look at the long-term perspective. If you can manage living with a smaller display and average battery life, I would highly recommend the iPhone 12 mini. Again, I think that it's the most value for money iPhone that you can buy today. I hope this video helped you out, guys, and if it did, help us back by liking this video, sharing it, and subscribing to our channel. Comment what you think about the iPhone 12 mini down below. Until then, this is Rohan from TechieTechTech, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.